We have just made our way over to the Kinesis gaming booth. I'm here with Tyler. Tyler, how are you?
I'm well, thank you.
Thank you. I am super excited to talk about your keyboard because I think there's more than meets the eye to this thing. So why don't you tell us a little bit about what you guys are working on?
Certainly. So Kinesis is an established ergonomics company, and we decided, hey, there's a space in the gaming market where there's no such thing as a gaming mechanical keyboard. So introduce the Freestyle Edge from Kinesis Gaming. Awesome. It's a very, very unique keyboard.
Very cool, man. So what makes this keyboard so unique? I want to show the people at home the features and kind of why you have a whole booth here at PAX.
Exactly, yeah. So at first glance, you're like, oh, it's kind of like a weird-looking keyboard.
Yeah.
But it's split in twain. Not only that, it also has a kickstand, and I'll get to that here in a bit. But why does it do that? So the keyboard itself, yeah, cherry MX switches, 18 layers of programmability, macro bank over here. You know, pretty standard stuff that you see a lot. But the really cool feature of the programming is you have no software installed on the computer. It's all firmware. It's a driverless keyboard. It's all installed on board on the keyboard.
Wow.
And the benefits of the split design, as I'll show you here, is that not only do you get an actual, scary word, ergonomic keyboard, but if I were to move this half out of the way, I have effectively a gamepad that is now much better for my wrist, for my elbow, for my joints, so you can play comfortably and have more stamina and play longer.
That's awesome. I definitely know when I'm gaming. I play a lot of PUBG right now, and yeah, it's addicting as hell. But for hours on end, it starts to hurt your wrists. And so what strikes me is interesting when we came over was just like, this looks like an interesting solution. I've never seen a keyboard quite like it.
Yeah, it's very unique. It's the first one of its kind, certainly. So you have a few different angles with the kickstand. So first of all, it is removable. If you don't want an angle, you don't have to do it, obviously. Otherwise, we have 5 degrees, 10 degrees, and then 15.
Wow.
Yeah. And that's just a much more natural position for your wrist and way less pressure on the nerves in your wrist, which is what causes carpal tunnel.
Very cool. So can we go a little bit in depth? I know you guys have some macro things you have there. Yeah, let's hear about that.
So because there's no software installed on the computer, you can do it all from the keyboard. So if I want to record a macro, I'm going to hit the macro switch right here, right? I'm going to select my action key, and then I'm going to record the macro, right? Hit macro again to save it, and now if we look up here to the notepad, I hit my macro. Oh, oopsies, I pressed remap on accident. There's my macro.
Wow.
Saved just like that without having to open Razor Synapse or Corsair Utility, which are great programs, but can be sometimes a hindrance.
Yeah, it's much more convenient.
Much more convenient, yeah.
That's great. So maybe you could show us a little bit with the game, kind of how this handles. I'm interested from a first-person shooter standpoint. Why would people want to pick this up? Is it?
Certainly. So if you're done with working in the day, you move half the keyboard away, and now you effectively have a gamepad. So now you have way more space to dominate in PUBG. You know, put that mouse at low DPI and throw your arm out there and go crazy.
Yeah. I also like it from a streaming standpoint because I feel like you could have the keyboard on one side, the other keyboard on the other, and then like the mic in the middle instead of the mouse.
Exactly. The point is versatility. So if you want to put your microphone there or a beer there or a bowl of Cheetos, right? Have at it. Yeah. Go for it. Whatever is most comfortable for you. So the point is flexibility, versatility, comfort, and control.
I'm glad you brought up the Cheetos because, frankly, I never thought of the snacking capabilities of this keyboard.
Snacking potential is insane.
Insane. Any other things that we're missing on this? I'm pretty impressed. Are these out? Can you buy them?
They are available, kind of. We had a Kickstarter in the spring. Okay. It did really well, and we sold all the keyboards.
Well, congrats.
It's a great problem to have.
Yeah.
So what we're doing here at PAX is we have a 20% discount going. For a pre-order with a landing date in November.
Awesome, man. And what is the cost of the keyboard?
$175 with the discount.
Great, man, great. Well, Tyler, this has been a genuine pleasure, man. Thank you so much for your time.
Of course.
All right, take it easy. The keyboard is from Kinesis Gaming. Kinesis Gaming. I have to sound it out every time I say it. Tyler, thanks again, man. This has been great. Back to you guys.